All right, we were going to do the Rizzo report here, but we're not doing that anymore. We can talk about the fact that Corbin Burns should have won his arbitration case. We can talk about the fact that Nestor Cortez threw a bullpen session on Friday. And we can also talk about the fact that Phillies and Jose Alvarado agreed to a 3-year extension with the club option for 2026. Here is why I think Manny Machado is in the top 10 right now in all of baseball. Tied in total bases with Nolan Arenado. Since 2015, only Paul Goldschmidt of the St. Louis Cardinals has played in more games than Manny Machado, and that is only by 2 games. I understand he has not won an MVP yet. He has 4 top 5 finishes for the most valuable player. He has 3 top 2 finishes in terms of MVP voting. He's the #1 third baseman right now, with your boy, Brian Kenny, as voted on by the Shredder. He's the #1 third baseman. I'm not saying he's the #1 player in all of baseball. I'm saying he is certainly in the top 10, and he makes your club better. Dale.
Well, we know the latter, but he's not better than Mike Trout. He's not better than Ohtani.
I didn't say he was better than Mike Trout.
He's not better than...
That's 2.
Well, I'm going to give you, guys, if you let me give you 10 people, let me give you the 10, and then you can comment.
Okay.
He's not better than Trout. He's not better than Ohtani. He's not better than Aaron Judge. He's not better than Betts. He's not better than Bryce Harper. He's not better than Jose Ramirez by a long shot. He's not better than Freddie Freeman. He's not better than Vladimir Guerrero. He's not better than Alvarez. He's not better than Arenado. And he's not better than Goldschmidt. And he's probably not better than Soto, who is a great player off a bad year. So that's 11. That's 12 people right there I just gave you. Now, who is he better than in those 12? Which one do you want to take out?
I feel like you're taking just offensive numbers, offensive metrics into consideration. I'm taking Manny Machado defensively over several of those guys that you just said. How is he not
exactly?
in your top 10?
Is he better than Trout, Alan? Is he better than Trout?
No. But we're arguing that...
Is he better than Ohtani?
He's not a better player than Trout, but we're arguing the fact offensively he's tremendous, defensively he's tremendous, and he's in your lineup. He's dependable, he's reliable. You can't say that about Mike Trout necessarily.
Well,
I'm not saying he's better than Trout, so calm down, Twitter.
Well, look at it this way. Look at it this way. Right now, you can start a team for this year. This year, would you take Trout or Machado? You would take Trout. Would you take Ohtani or Machado? You would take Ohtani. Would you take Judge? Not even an issue. Would you take Mookie Betts? Not even an issue. Would you take... Now, Harper's hurt. Okay, you want to eliminate Harper because he has the Tommy John? I don't quite look at the injury that way because Harper's better. But fine, you want to do that? I understand. He's not better than Ramirez. He's not better than Freddie Freeman. He's not better than Guerrero. Guerrero's a wonderful, he's a great hitter. Great hitter. Dangerous. He's a better hitter than Machado.
So is Manny Machado. And you also have to think about the fact that Guerrero, for the most of his games, plays at the Rogers Center versus playing at Petco, which I believe is more pitcher-friendly than the Rogers Center. You're saying... Go ahead.
You want me to do the ballparks now? I mean, I know I can't break down. Well, Guerrero's in Toronto, and this is the bottom line is he hit 49 home runs 2 years ago. He had 140 RBI. This guy's great. Guerrero's he's great. And you think he's better than Arenado of the Cardinals? You love Arenado.
Manny Machado.
Now who's better? Which one?
I do love Nolan Arenado, 100%. I'm just saying that I think Manny Machado is a top 10 player in the game, period. All things being considered, both sides of the ball and the amount of times that you can pencil him into the lineup.
All right, fine. Which one you take? I gave you 13. I gave you 7, 10. I gave you 13 players. Who are you taking out? Are you taking Trout out?
No, but I wouldn't necessarily put Soto in there defensively. Now, I understand very different positions, right field versus third base. I get it. But I would take probably one. It's not even apples to apples because one's an outfielder and one's a third baseman. But I would take Manny Machado.
Listen, I've seen Soto dominate in postseason, win championships. He's been compared to Ted Williams.
You also crushed Soto when he got to the Padres because he wasn't playing well.
He's done badly.
Him and Hader.
100%. I'm 100%. Did not play well. 100%. So I take Soto out. Machado's better than Soto. Who else you taking out? You got 4 more to take out. Who else?
I would take Devers out. I would take Alvarez out.
Okay. All right. If I disagree, but if you take those 2, 3 out, Trout, Ohtani, Judge, Betts, Harper, Ramirez, Freeman, Guerrero, Armado, and Goldschmidt, that's 2, 4, 6, 8. That's still 11 players.
I would take...
I don't know if he's a top 10 player. Which one?
I'd still think he's a top 10 player. Those are very good players, but again, if you're talking about posting, I'm putting Manny Machado in there. He can hit, he can defend, he plays every single day.
Listen, he's a very good player. I don't know if he's a top 10 player.
He's always in the conversation for MVP.
Hasn't won. You know, a lot of these guys have won MVPs. Trout an MVP, Ohtani an MVP, Judge an MVP, Betts an MVP, Harper 2 MVPs. Freeman has not won. Oh, he did. Freeman won an MVP.
Yes, he did. Freeman
Guerrero
has an
should have
MVP.
won. You and I both agree. Yeah, Guerrero should have won. Goldschmidt an MVP.
Well, he lost to Ohtani, did he not? I still think Manny can win an MVP. Yes, I still think Manny will win an MVP.
It's borderline. It's borderline. I was a little harsh. You're probably right. It's a little borderline. I think he's somewhere between 12 and 15. You want to put him between 8 and 10. All right.